Army Special Forces veteran Jim Hanson. Jim, what's your reaction here? Could both of them fall, Cuba and Iran, by simply squeezing their oil without military action? You know, we are seeing Iran in free fall. It's inflation, and in Cuba, it's up between 40 to 50%. Iran's oil sector is on the ropes. What do you think?
I think both of those countries are in deep trouble. I think in Iran, the tipping point is close because this is the point where it becomes more dangerous for the protesters to stop and let the regime survive, even though they're taking major casualties. And we have the number north of 2,500 based on sources inside the country. So that once that happens, and if they let it go now and the regime stays in power, the repercussions and the retaliation will be massive. So I think the people of Iran are ready to stick it out. They're starting to take weapons from the security forces. They're doing everything they need to win their freedom. And I think that's going to be a very important point as the Trump administration squeezes Iran and also puts the pressure on Cuba.
Yeah, we're just watching news crossing right now, Jim, that more and more Iranian oil is parked on tankers offshore in open seas because China is not taking in Iran's oil. That is an issue right now for Iran. Major buyers, especially China, are slowing imports due to sanctions and logistical issues. That's a big problem for Iran. Let's talk about Cuba now. Communist Cuba gets about 60% of its oil from Venezuela. That's oil now overseen by the Trump administration. Cuba is on the verge of collapse. Here's the thing the media is not covering, Jim. I want to run it by you. The communist Cuba's population decline has plummeted. It's now less than New York City, at 25% in just 4 years. 800,000 leaving every year out of Cuba. President Trump signaled he will halt all oil and financial support to communist Cuba and is urging Cuba to make a deal. But what kind of deal do you think?
They can quit being commies and return to being the island paradise 90 miles from the United States. I don't see any reason at this point we need any commies in the Western Hemisphere, and that seems to be part of the Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine. But Cuba is a particular case. You know, they've been the iconic thorn in our sides since Fidel Castro went to power. Now they're fading fast. Their economy's beyond a shambles. Everything about that place is a wreck. The people deserve better. And I think President Trump can squeeze them to the last bit until they say, what can you give us? And he'll say prosperity and security.
Jim Hanson, thank you so much for helping us out tonight. Thank you for your service to America.